皆様こんにちは、こんばんは、クロエと申します。遅くなりまして申し訳ありません。ちょっと設定でいろいろと手こずってました。今日はですね、ロボコップの道具式配信やっていきます。よろしくお願いします。前回がなんかメインミッションやってる途中で、サブミッション拾っちゃって、ああ、そうだ。なんか殺人事件の話でしたよね。日焼け止めのなんか、CM なのかな ?CM を撮ってる途中だったんですけど、この犯人が、この日焼け止めの主演のお兄さんだったっていう話ですよね。ちょっとメインミッション行きますか。なんかまたあるな。介入する。言い方よ。
First, they harass my customers. Then they threaten to burn down my shop. You need to do something about it, officer.
とんでもないやつだ。自動車のセキュリシステムを起動する。ラジオを消すのを手伝おう。ラジオを破壊する。犯罪者の骨を折るのは悪いことではない。音量を上げすぎている。どうするかな。これ面白そうだね。セキュリティシステム起動してみますか。じゃあ。Car defense mechanism initiated. Electrocution commences in 8, 7, He's bluffing, Freddy. 6. I don't want to find out. 5, 4. おお。嫌がらせから解放された。なんか上がったのかな、これで。かわいいですね、この。アメリカンな感じが。なんか多分サブミッションがあると、この、なんて言うんだろう、上の、わかります？ちょうど、翻訳字幕がついてるところに、ここになんかありますよってびっくりマークとか、そういうのが出るみたいですね。あれ、スートって誰だっけ？そもそも。やりながら思い出そう。情報提供者を見つける。とりあえず右クリックで。今のでクリティカルヒットなの？いないか？それやめて。すごい投げてくる。はは。やべえ。これ壊せないかな？壊せるんだ。めちゃくちゃ敵がいる。怖っ。何あの人。痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い。どこ狙ってるんだ。おお、なるほど。スペースボタンだったのか、あれは。やべえ、マシンガン強え。アサルトライフル強そう。やべえな、こんなん一人で入りたくないよな。ロボットじゃなかった。いった。 痛い痛い痛い痛い。回復ないのきついっすね。回復を落ちてませんか？よしよしよし。なんだこれ。破壊するんだろどうせ。突入だ。いけいけいけいけ。結構スローの時間。ああ、まずいまずい。え、どこどこどこ。うわ、あ、金庫欲しい。何が必要だって。技術レベルを優先してあげた方がいいのだろうか。なんかこの手のゲームって何を優先したらいいとか絶対あるじゃないですか。そういうのを知っておきたいマンなんですけど、自分は。え、降りていいの？え、マジ？もう落下ダメージ受けないと強っ。すげえ音。え、回復できんの？よっ。嘘。そんな。これは突入する前に武器を切り替えておこう。え、えぐいよ。回復しないと。ああ。まだいない？いや。回復ないから慎重に戦わないとね。しまった。いつの間にこんなシビアになったんだ、このゲーム。うわぁ。いやー、ちょっと。機関銃取り外せんの？いいよ。突入だ。
Are you the police informant? Do you know where I can find Soot?
Oh man, all great questions, but could you untie me first? They really outdid themselves with these knots.
Talk.
Hey, I don't know how you usually operate, but that type of information don't come free.
あ、自由のためならどこまでする？私もただでは働かない。
And my service is free.
No, of course not.
お
You're
お。
right. You did save my skin. So, it seems that the new guy saw the punks attack on the TV station and decided to meet with Soot on their turf. The meeting is supposed to take place tonight during Soot's concert.
Concert?
I know. I'm not really a fan of his music myself. But that's not what those shows are really about. Why don't we, get out of here, huh?
このおっさん守るとかないよね。
Soot is meeting the new guy tonight at the old slaughterhouse.
Copy that. Pick me up at the station. I'll grab my gear. By the way, I've got something for you, Murphy.
おお、なんだろう。
Pickles. And you guessed it. There's a funny story behind that name. This one time, I saw Torchhead stealing a delivery truck. I went after them, hoping that a VCR would fall off the back of the truck, you know? But it turned out to be groceries. So they left it. I made a pretty penny that day selling pickles. Still have a couple of jars laying around if you want them.
So you are an opportunist.
Hey, I prefer street entrepreneur. You know what they say, the Good business is where you find it.
ロボット警官にそんなこと言わない方がいいよ。え、何それ。あ、ここか。道案内してくれてた。ここだね。いや、なんかいそう。トモン着ありそう。どうなんだろう。おー。
It's nice to be free again. Thanks, Tin Man. Hey, did Briggs tip you off that I might be here?
Officer Briggs?
Yeah, he's my police go-to guy.
Officer Briggs is missing.
Missing? Shit. May our city have mercy on him.
警察に入ったらどうだ。ブリックに何かあったのか。気の毒に。どういう関係だ。
Do you think Briggs is in trouble?
I really don't know. Last time I saw him, he was going to check a case of missing bodies. Sounded like a bogus lead, so I didn't press him. Funny enough. He always tells me to be careful when getting info. But the truth is, I'm not the one running around gangster's paradise dressed in blue.
あ、これ全部聞けんのかな。
You seem proficient in undertaking police tasks. Ever thought of making a living out of it?
Oh no. One thing you should know about me. I love cops, you know, law enforcement, laws, all of that. I think those are great ideas. But so is Nuke. And when I need it, I tend to forget about the other stuff. So, you know what they say. You can only serve one master.
How do you know Officer Briggs?
We go back a long way. He gave me a helping hand when I hit rock bottom.
うーん。
I've been in his debt ever since. He even introduced me to his family. Great kid and wife, though his missus don't seem very fond of me.
立ち去るか。
Need to go. Duty awaits.
About that, I've got a favor to ask. I know that Briggs is missing, but I've got something that belongs to him. He must have misplaced it the last time he visited my crib, and it's kind of weighing me down.
What is it?
It's his wristwatch. Now, I feel bad holding on to it. Could you please give it back to his family?
This is stolen property, and you expect me to
Huh.
return it?
Gee, that sounds bad when you say it like that, but still, you shouldn't let me hold on to expensive things. That's how I ended up in this situation in the first place.
I will make sure they receive it from the repentant thief.
Oh boy, you're a tough negotiator.
ふふ
Surely you don't mean now. I gotta chillax after all this.
I have more urgent matters on hand. Meet me later at Briggs' place.
Yeah, you gotta save the city. That's fine by me. I'll see you later.
目標変えれるよね、多分。副目標。ああ、盗難車。これまだ終わってないんだ。技術上げていきたいな。あ、公共の場での飲酒。
Public drinking is against the law.
Public? But this is my private sofa. I've dragged it all the way from the junkyard.
You need to obey the law.
Like it's for you to decide. My place,
はは。
my law.
Sense of entitlement has a negative impact on the ones around you.
I think I can live with that.
これ寝た。あ、捨て寝した。もういいや。
Oh, really, man? You're my best friend. I love you. You really mean that? Oh, man, you're the best, I swear.
よくこんなところに住めるな。いや、案外居心地いいのかもしれない。基本的に夜なのかな、仕事。これ追跡するか、盗難車。
No short-term investments, not in this market. We're looking at an annual return of 9.2% if you diversify your portfolio based on the volatility report. Deferred profit shares are where it's at. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. But you're homeless.
すげえ一撃の必殺だったね、今の。こんにちは。
Hey, I might be a little late filing my tax return, but sending a one-man army seems like an overreaction.
I am here to investigate the theft of a blue SUX 6000 that belongs to Melissa Kuzak.
Fancy car and fancy name, but I hardly ever get the pleasure of dealing with either.
Do you have any information about the whereabouts of this vehicle?
To be honest, I did some work on one of those cars recently, but I can assure you that it was not the one you're looking for.
Do I have your permission to search the shop?
I know what the world's like, but can a man go about his business without being harassed all the damn time?
そうそう、邪魔するの犯罪だ。僕しているわけではない。あ、そういうつもりではなかった T。
I do not mean to obstruct anyone's work, but fulfilling my duties takes priority.
Then why aren't you out there on the streets where a real crime is happening, instead of badgering hardworking citizens?
Is car theft not a real crime to you?
You know what? If you really think you'll find evidence of that SUX ever being here, then be my guest.
お、いいんですね。失礼しますよ。事件の関連性はなし。え、マジ？まあ、結構いろんなスキルが必要とされるんだね。どれか一つとかじゃなくて。それはいいバランスかもしれないね。おー。充電された2個のカーバッテリー。これは怪しいですよ。上も見てみよう。まだあるかもしれないからね。またやりやがった、ベンへ。俺は明日休みなんだが、一刻の猶予もない用事があるんだ。どうやらスコットはまた何かやってるみたいなんだよ。俺を助けてくれたみたいに、あいつも救いたいのはわかる。だが俺はまだ、仮釈中で不法行為に手を貸すなどできないのに、スコットはそんなこと気にも留めないんだ。あいつ何かを自分のロッカーに隠してた。何百回もキョロキョロ、あたりを見回してな。盗んだ無線機をロッカーに隠してた時と一緒だ。頼む、確認してみてくれ。じゃないと俺たちが面倒ごとに巻き込まれちまう。J より。J って誰とはいいかとりあえず。ベンを問いただす。あ、この人がベンか。さっきのアーカイブは、バレない。 アーカイブには残らないのかな。
See, I told you, you'll find Jack all, because there ain't nothing to be found. This place is legit.
お前のクライアントは詐欺に遭っていることに気づいてるのか。ロッカーの中身だ。
This car battery is in perfect working order.
It will make the customer feel better if something gets repaired. I know my trade and my
Oh.
clients. You know yours. I don't go telling you how to do your job.
And if I was to take your money for nothing?
ビッグモーターだ。
So there's this boy, Scott. He works for me on and off. He might have something to do with the missing car. Let me open his locker for you. That's his locker. Go on, have a look.
え
What do you reckon? Is he your man?
For the time being. Where is the suspect?
You see, he hasn't turned up for work for some time. This morning, when two thugs swang by looking for him, I knew he must be in trouble. I've overheard him many times talking about a place where he does car jobs on the side.
Give me the precise location.
I can't tell you exactly where it is. All I know is that it's one of the garages near the local storage compartments.
Tell me why you think he is responsible.
He's young, bright, and would like to rule the world. I get it. But nearly every month, he gets himself in trouble.
It is not enough to make assumptions.
I'm not a cop, but I've seen many things in my life. And where there's smoke, there's usually fire.
Is he a temporary worker?
You could say that. We fall out a lot because he brings a lot of hot stuff to the shop, and I'm not okay with it.
And you let him come back?
It's hard to make an honest living these days. That's why I understand his struggle, and I let him come back. Working here keeps him out of trouble. And to be frank, it's not easy to find such a good mechanic either.
なぜ犯罪者をかばう？
Why did you cover for him?
I can't watch a decent kid like him get swallowed by this city. Don't look at me like that. Instead of giving him up, I was encouraging him to come clean. But a man can only try.
うん。
That is all for now.
Hey, make sure no harm comes his way. He might have done some foolish things in the past, but he's a good kid, and he deserves another chance.
A court of law will be the judge of that.
うん。ガレージ。入ろう。音すごっ。スコット君。いませんか、スコット君。なんで今開けさせたんだ、ここ。普通に開いててもいいじゃん。あ、うーん。
Oh God, I messed up good.
どうした、スコット。では、
You must be Scott. What did you do with the blue SUX-6000 that you stole?
Hey, well, why would I have anything to do with that?
I have found evidence in Ben's shop.
You can't possibly help me. I don't want to cause any more trouble, especially for Ben.
自白するのが望ましい。行動が結果を招く。
Admitting to a crime is the best course of action for any young offender.
I can't go to juvie. Who's gonna fix this mess?
My duty is to serve the public trust.
Okay. I admit. It was me who jacked the SUX. But he didn't leave me any choice.
Who is he?
I can't tell you. If he knew I gave him away, he'd take revenge on Ben. Oh God! It must be those thugs! We're dead! No one is gonna save us.
If they are criminals, then they are the ones who need saving.
はは。で、
Hello? Anybody home? Where are you, Scotty boy? You
俺がいるべ。
It's the metal pig. Blast him. My bastard! Kill that freak!
はは。容赦ない。手を挙げろすら言わなかった。え、片敵。敵さん硬いですよ。いや。
You did it! They didn't think that through. Maybe you can put an end to this after all.
I am missing vital information in order to resolve this case.
I'll tell you what you want. Just please, help me fix this screw-up.
Where is the car now?
Oh man, I'm sure it's still in their chop shop. It's a warehouse on the northeast side. The entrance is concealed, but I'm sure you'll find it. I'm no fighter, but if there is any other way, I would like to help. Maybe you need some more intel.
Who did you mean by him?
It's Rex, from the local gang. I only did petty jobs for him mostly, but this time he made me steal that car. He said he wanted the SUX 6000 we were repairing at Ben's. When I said it was too hot, he slashed me with his knife.
恐ろしいですね。
Why were you hiding?
You saw those thugs. They were looking for me. They realized I tricked them. They wanted the SUX 6000 from Ben's shop, but I didn't want to get him into trouble, so I stole a different one. I doubt anyone would have given a shit, but word on the street is that it belongs to the mayor's niece.
うーん。
Any criminal matters should be reported to the police.
I know. I just thought I could figure this out by myself. Ben was right from the start. I shouldn't have gone down this road.
That is all for now. Proceeding to the vehicle's estimated location.
You are calling for backup, aren't you?
Negative. Threat calculation minimal.
おお。頼りになりますね。え、悪気はない。おいガキ、お前があの SEX にやらかしたこと、ボスはお気に召してない。だがあの人は話のわかる人だ。暗くなるまでに解体作業所に顔を出せばお前の器用な指を切り落とさないでくれるそうだ。いいな。報いを受けさせよう。お、意外と近いね。この門の奥に作業所があるのかな？解体作業。解体といえば、ロボコップ2の映画でロボコップが解体されてましたね。バラバラにされてました。誰の？壁に向かって途切れる足音、隠し部屋の可能性。なるほど。お。ボタン。硬いな、敵が。隠れられればしょうがない。敵が硬いよね。ハンドガンが。え？どこにいる敵？そこか。うわ。え、掴む？マジで言ってんの？どこにいるあと？マシンガンに変えとこう。ゲートを開けるぞ。 うわぁ。あとどこいる？まずいまずいまずい。うわぁ。まずい、回復が欲しい。さあ、ガスボンベを持って、うわ、やば。ん？うわ、また推理レベル。え？トイレの音？うわぁ。待て待て待て待て待て。回復使っちゃった。回復っていう表示があったから。いやー、これで回復したいなー、自分も。体力レベル2。え？これが？あ、この車、映画で出てた気がするな。出ますか。
I can't believe you've actually done it! Do you think I could take that car back to the owner and say I'm sorry? Maybe she won't press charges.
This car is now in police custody.
あら。
Oh, please, I could really use a helping hand right now. Otherwise, I'm back in juvie.
いや、逮捕する。車で自分で取りに行け。なんか構成させてる機会を上げてほしいって言ってたよね。
Proceeding to secure the perimeter. Keys are in the ignition.
Thank you so much! I promise I won't mess this up.
おー。公共奉仕。これで彼が構成できるといいけどね。もう一個ちょっとサブミッションやります。てかコントローラーでできないかな。コントローラーでやっていいですか？あ、できるわ。左利きとかあんの？ Xbox 仕様なんだ。プレイステーションのコントローラーでやってるんですけど、なんか表示は Xbox 仕様でしたね。Xbox のコントローラー持ってるからそっちに変えとこうかな。でもちょっとしばらくの間はコントローラーじゃなくて、キーマウにしてみようかな。いい加減にしろ！こういう別にオンラインじゃないから、慣れるっていう意味で。こんにちは。
Hey, Tin Man, over here. This is where Briggs lives.
入るぞ。
Let's get this over with. His watch is burning a hole in my pocket. Apartment 21. Oh man, my hands are sweaty.
おお、びっくりした。
Going into recovery. Do you require medical assistance?
What? No, I'm just nervous. Me and Gail have a complicated relationship. She's good at reading people, and I'm the type of person that doesn't like to be read. I know that inevitably I'll do something she doesn't approve of.
Like steal a watch?
Like steal a watch.
マジで回復欲しいな。クルス持ってないの？回復。
知らないよ。
なんでだよ。先に入れよ。
そうだよ。出とろ！アケロイド死刑だ！
Robocop. Are you here about Mike?
Yes, I am sorry to hear about your husband.
Oh, no. This junkie is not coming inside. What else are you gonna steal?
Funny you should say that.
can't stand him. I'm sure he has something to do with Mike being missing.
うん。
Are you any closer to finding my husband?
We are still looking. Is there anything more that you can tell me about his disappearance?
I've already reported what I know, but if you have any more questions, shoot.
I heard that he was looking into reports of bodies going missing.
An old lady approached him at the precinct and told him a sob story about how she couldn't afford to bury her husband. Can you believe that? Anyway, when she finally collected enough money and went back to the morgue, only to find that they had lost her husband's body, Mike went to check it out and never came back.
Where was the last location that he was seen?
I remember him telling me that he was leaving his jurisdiction, that that's where the leads were taking him. I tried to convince him not to go. It seemed dangerous, but he felt sorry for that old lady. He went against his own rules and me. He looked angry because we'd been arguing.
Do you remember the exact location?
He never told me, but maybe it's in his files.
ピクルスが関与してるのか？
Why do you think that Pickles is involved in your husband's disappearance?
My husband's a good man. Sometimes too good for his own sake. He believes in second chances, even if someone doesn't deserve them.
Like Pickles.
That unappreciative asshole constantly gets himself into trouble. I mean, who's always there to get him out? You guessed it. Salt of the earth, Mike. Pickles has a bad influence on my husband.
立ち去るか。
I think I have everything I need for now.
Knowing you're on the case makes me a little less anxious, Robocop. Now I just need to break it down for our son.
He does not know.
I didn't know how to tell him. He's a smart kid, and I think he suspects something. Could you maybe tell him to come home? It's getting late, and the streets aren't safe these days. He normally dawdles, but having you tell him should light a fire in his britches.
I will make sure that he returns home, madam.
Thank you. He's playing on the basketball court nearby with his friends.
大丈夫かな？なんか巻き込まれてないかな？あれ、時計は水洗場。デトロイト薬物依存対策プログラム同意書。参加者の氏名。氏名って字違うよね、多分。ヘアピクルスグリーン。ここでピクルス出てんの。34歳。薬物、乱用薬物ヌーク。紹介人マイケル・ブリックス。ああ、じゃあ本当に、あれなんだ。面倒見てたんだ。紹介の理由、ジョシアは軽率な判断により人生を踏み外してしまいました。ですが彼は素晴らしい志の持ち主であり、対人コミュニケーションにも長けております。彼は心から人生を変えたいと願っており、そのためには専門家による支援と信頼を寄せられる人々が必要です。DAA ボランティアプログラムであり、センターへの入居には参加者の直筆証明が必要となります。なるほど。これはピクルスに書いてもらわないと。ブリックス家の写真。じゃあピクルス。
That went pretty much as expected.
We are not done.
We're not?
You still have that watch, do you not? There is someone who needs to learn what time it is.
Is that a movie quote or something? I'm pretty sure I heard that somewhere.
なんかあるんだろうね、元ネタが。
We must get to the basketball court.
That's just around the corner. Are we playing? What's that got to do with time? Is it like time to kick my ass?
We are going to remind Gail's son that it is past curfew.
Oh, Daniel. Sure.
ダニエルはえ
Bummer. He's not here. Maybe these guys saw him?
Good evening, citizens. I need...
Need what? Some spare parts? Hey, there's a mechanic up the road.
アスリートにあるまじき言動だ。
We all have to obey the rules of the games we play. Unsportsmanlike conduct makes all players look bad.
That's right, fool. That was a technical foul.
I didn't know he's so delicate. What do you need?
We're looking for a kid. His name's Daniel. He was playing here earlier.
Why? Is it past his bedtime?
It is.
Yeah, I saw a couple of kids drawing with chalk they found lying around that crime scene over there.
Thank you for the information.
Congrats, guys. You just became police informants. It has its perks. You'll love it. I see a couple of drawings over there.
なんすか特典っ
This
て。
was drawn not long ago.
Ah, there's more over there.
振り付けニュース。振り付けニュース14。今後の見どころ。地球外マーケティングプロパガンダ満載の CM が裁判所の裏手で撮影されている。同じ手は二度と食らわんぞ。川へのポイ捨てが大流行。川に住んでいる化け物に餌をやるためにの作り話じゃないだろうか。看板、宇宙人たちがコインランドリー周辺の建築物に自らの名前を書いている。私たちが止めない限りこの手法で街を乗っ取るつもりなのだ。何言ってんだ。
We really jaywalking. That's $100 fine. I guess we're conducting an investigation.
門を開けるぞ。
Daniel! Come on, kid.
あ、また操作
Should be somewhere.
そうだね。ちょっとキリがいい。ちょっと今日はここで一旦やめますか。ちょっと次回はじゃあこのね、操作のところからやりましょう。はい。ではご視聴誠にありがとうございました。また次回の配信でお会いしましょう。さようなら。